Okay, hi everyone. So this is my final recording for the project, I think, because I think everything is done at this point. I've made the level, I've made all sorts of things, and this is probably going to be a longer video because I'm going to show you everything that I've done since the last video, pretty much. So, to start, this is the pause menu, and you'll notice that there's a new button that's how to play. So if you click how to play, I have rudimentary text here that says your goal is to collect all the coins, and it tells you all the controls for how to play the game. And then if you click the pause menu again, it goes back to the pause menu. That all works. If you hit resume, it starts playing the game. And you'll notice that there is now audio for music, and I've added audio for all sorts of things that I'll show you. One of those audio things is that when you pause the game, it plays a pause menu sound, and when you resume. So yeah, that's very fun. So, this is a tutorial room that it'll spawn the player in when the game begins. This is so that the player can easily start interacting with objects and get an idea for what each one does. So here's a coin, and when you pick it up, it plays a sound and you get one coin. You already know about those. You have a bunch of health kits. I placed them close together so that they could see how I did close interaction and how it prioritizes what you're interacting with. When you pick those up, it heals you, and I put some extras here so that you can see what happens when your health is full and how it doesn't let you pick them up. Next, I put some damage blocks here, just red blocks, and when you walk into them, you start hearing an audio cue to say that you're taking damage, and alongside that, the blocks light up, and you start taking damage. So that's all, so that they can see what each object does. So now this is the actual level. They come through this door here, and this is the level that I created for them. And the idea of this level is just to put a bunch of fun and interesting things for them to have to go through while collecting coins. I've also scattered a few health packs around the level, just so that if they get low health and they know the level well enough, they can find them, but there's only a few of them. Like, there's one on top of this house, on top of the tutorial house. They're kind of hidden so that if they mess around, they'll find them. It's mostly a fun thing. Alongside that, I've added a roof to the level that is absolutely clear, so the player cannot get out of bounds. Alongside that, you can't shoot on the roof, so you can't get out. That's the idea. So everything is kind of inside of a tank, for the most part, like a fish tank. So, this is the first area, this is pillars, and you'll notice when you left click, there's an audio sound, and when you right click, there's a clear sound, so you know when you've shot your gun and when you've cleared the bullet that you shot. Alongside that, I didn't say this last time, but this was implemented last time. When you shoot, your character changes colors to be the same color as the bullet. This is so that you know that you're getting pulled, if you didn't already. It was just another way to tell the player what's going on. So here's one of the hidden health packs that's in the corner here. So here in the pillars, you just kind of want to latch onto a pillar and then whip around it and grab health packs. So it's all about latching on and then having your character whipped around so you can get the health packs. It's kind of tricky. All the pieces of the levels are a little bit tricky, but they're pretty fun to mess around in. So there's 5 coins per area. So inside the pillars, I just got all 5 of the coins. This next area is just a simple checkerboard here. So along the checkerboard, you can run along. There's a health pack over there if you want to get it. You can also just shoot your magnet and ride along the checkerboard to get the coins. You don't really want to ride through the center because that's bad, obviously. So alongside that, so once we get all the coins, this next area here, this is the vertical bars, is what I called them. So the idea of these ones is there's a few ways, but you gotta get on top of the bars, since the top of the bars won't actually hurt you. Once you're on top of the bars, you just gotta collect all the coins. So you can whip around the bars to collect them, and that's always fun. A lot of the things I designed so that you could whip around them because it's really fun to. There's also a health packet in that zone. This next area is the sphere system. It's supposed to look like a planet system, and you're supposed to latch onto a sphere and then get thrown around. And that's just supposed to be a good time. It's all supposed to be fun where and you ride around to get all the objects. So here, let me try and get good for a second and get this one. It's kind of rough. There's one in the center. So there's 31 coins in total because there's 6 areas total. And then there's 1 coin in the tutorial room. So that's why there's 31 coins total that you have to get. Oh, almost got it. Let's try that again. Whip around the planet. Oh, we got it. Nice. So there's 21. Here's another hidden health pack right in the corner here. This next area, this is a steep ramp. The idea of this is you want to click on that, and then you'll get whipped up and over and you can get a coin. So these bars that I placed, I called them whips because if you just shoot them and then ride at a ramp, or just ride below them, they're angled such that you can ideally just get whipped over the bar that you're shooting at. Oh, that was bad. So ideally for this area, you don't want to just be running into it like I am currently. You want to back up and maybe go through an old area again, and then come back, and now that you have speed, whip over. So that's the idea of that area. But yeah. Oh, you don't want to go at it from that side. Here, let's go back like I had just said. We'll not be silly about it. And get this last coin. There we go. And now this last area is just basic ramps. This is ideally the one that they'll be doing first. I'm doing it last just because. But the idea is just it's more of these whip bars and you just attach to them. And as long as you attach to them correctly, which can take some getting used to, you will just get whipped straight around the bar. And so, I mean, you could always do this multiple ways. You could just climb up the wall and then fall down. It's however you want to do it. It's really ideally supposed to be, you're trying to do it as fast as possible to get a high score. All of the sounds and music in the game are royalty free, which is always a nice thing to say, because then it's like, oh, I could release this if I wanted to. That's the idea. I didn't press the E on that one fast enough. My bad. Oh, almost had it. Here, let's line it up. So you can imagine someone getting really good at this and moving very quickly, getting through the level by constantly shooting. I'm going a bit slowly because, well, I'm concentrating on talking. And I lost. That's okay. Just imagine that I got that coin and it said you win and it played a nice win sound, because I'm not going to go through all that again. Anyways, yeah. So that's the game. That's what I'm going to be turning in, most likely. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah. I hope you all think this is really cool, because I like it a lot. It's pretty fun, especially if you're trying to get the high score and actually trying to play better than I was. So, yep. Okay. Bye.